don't know why it does that. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay, I had to get my intro picture out the way. Hello. Well, hello. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. And welcome to today's episode of Shay's Wellness Club live Q&A. And I thank you so much for joining me today. Hey. All right. Well, we are here, and I'm gonna let a couple people join in because I don't want to be all starting right when I get live and stuff. Still getting set up, but at least I have some good stuff to talk about today. Okay. I'm gonna thank you every time. Thank you guys so much for sending in your questions about wellness and just, stuff about weight loss journey and stuff like that. It definitely helps making this live go a lot easier, a lot smoother. And if there's anything you have questions about, feel free to comment below and we can get a conversation going live as well. Almost forgot Instagram. Okay. Let me do something. Please don't make nothing fall. Okay. Better. Okay, thank you. All right. Well, happy Sunday to all those that are joining today. Hi. Raiders are better. 6. Hey, good. Thanks for joining. I forgot all about TikTok or whatever it's called. But I'm letting some more people come in. How's everyone's Sunday? Today was a great Sunday. I was able to get my church in and some other stuff. Thank you guys for joining. How are you? How are you? I am awesome. Thankful to be alive. Another day. Another day to do better, be better. That's what I always pray. It was great. Went to church today, as I do every Sunday. And whoa.
Person he's kind of mentoring me too, like so I
trying to go live here. You messing me up. Thank you. I try to be optimistic. It's Sunday, I know everybody ready to go to bed probably and put it away. So we're just gonna, set the tone for the week. And we're going to go over some questions people have been sending me in. And I appreciate all the questions people have been sending in about wellness, my weight loss journey, and stuff like that. For those that don't know, I lost over 60 pounds naturally, and I'm determined to help others do the same. Oh, that's awesome. You went to church too. That's always good. I love going to church. It helps set my week up for success. So if I do church Sunday and go to the gym Monday, it's hard to start a bad week like that. It's always a good, yeah. Let me see. Push this over. There you go. Always. Oh, I'm trying to. Come on now.
Don't undercut yourself, Sheba. No matter what.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to. Guess I'm gonna have to pull this. So I cannot see. And if anybody have any questions, we're talking about a few different things. First thing we're going to talk about is, let me see. We're going to jump around a couple of them because you guys
Let
sent
me
me.
tell you something most people don't know. If you look younger than your age,
Oh
it's
my
not
gosh.
just luck, it's spiritual. It's not
TikTok, if you don't stop playing with me.
Let me tell you something most people don't know. If you look younger than your age, it's not just luck, it's spiritual. It's not skincare. Let me tell you something most people don't know. If you look younger
That's good. Hey, Jane. Nice that you came. We are talking wellness strategy and stuff. So if anyone has any questions about how can I do better in my weight loss journey or my wellness journey in general, I am here. And this tab ain't finna me off, okay? Um okay, so someone really, I'm gonna try one more time. And if this don't work, it's not meant for me to stream on TikTok today. Everyone that is watching, like and subscribe. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe too. I'm gonna be doing more lives because you guys should get, this good energy all
What is
week.
your rule? Let me get a printout of what your rule is. Does it physically say no Airbnb? Or does it physically say no short?
Oh my gosh. Live. Live. Okay. So if nothing falls, done. All right. We are live everywhere now. All right. So awesome. Thank you guys for joining today's live. We're going over some wellness strategy, some stuff to this is accountability meeting that I have every week, Sundays, no, between 6:30, 7 o'clock. And we just go over what we could do better for next week. We could share our small wins, big wins, everything in between. And we can, hold each other accountable. Because sometimes when we tell people our goals, or if we tell someone, hey, this is my goal, I'm going to stay on you. I'm be like I have a friend who's wanting to cook more. So I said, what did we cook this week? Okay. And then she's been sending me her meals that she's been trying out. So that's really good too. If you're someone that's looking to add extra meals to your meal routine or anything, if you stay till the end, I'll be able to give you a complimentary recipe ebook that you can have straight to you at no extra cost. It's free, and you can have some really delicious meals at home you can make. So questions that have been coming in are, why am I always tired? Why am I always tired even when I eat healthy? So there's a few ways that there's reasons why this may happen with you. There's a bunch of different reasons. There's, due to hormones and stuff like that, especially to us women, but also because eating healthy isn't the same as eating enough or eating balanced meals. When you eat balanced meals, when you eat enough, because starving yourself isn't really replenishing your body unless you're doing a particular fast due to, religion or just trying it out. But most women are actually under eating without even realizing it. For those that don't know, when I first lost my 50 pounds, I wasn't eating just once a day or just eating twice a day. I was eating 5 times a day. That helped speed up my metabolism. helped me to I never was hungry because I was always snacking or eating between meals. And someone asked, so how are you eating 5 times a day and losing weight? Easy. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, 3 right there. Making sure you have a nice bowl of fruit or vegetables in between those 2 meals twice a day. So along with your breakfast, along with your lunch and dinner, especially adding extra fruits or vegetables really do help with along your journey. 1, you'll stay regular. 2, you are always going to be, you're never going to be hungry for real. And also you start getting used to portion sizing when you're eating that long every day. Hey, Sarah, thanks for joining. So, Happy New Year. Yes. Okay, so skipping breakfast can be a big indicator of an under eating unless you're fasting, and I'm someone that's into intermittent fasting. I skip breakfast and go straight to lunch, but my lunch is going to be a nice, hearty, protein-packed meal. Your first meal of the day, not even just breakfast, but your first meal of the day really does set the tone for your entire day. When you eat right at the beginning of the day, you want to end right eating better at the end of the day. It helps fuel you for before workouts or after workouts. Me in particular, I don't eat before my workouts, but it's ideal that you do because you can, pass out or anything. Also, making sure that it's known that these videos are, from experience and to not be taken as doctoral or professional advice. Yes, so fair use only for all these videos and lives. Grabbing something small for lunch. When you grab something small for lunch, that just makes you hungry for the next time you're eating. Or especially if you don't eat snacks in between your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Living off coffee. Living off coffee is going to be something that's going to make you tired more than is making you undereat without realizing. Because just living off coffee is not going to just make you, number 2 the whole day and then all this stuff. You really do need natural fiber, natural grain, natural fruits and vegetables to help. It really does help fuel you. This creates low energy, cravings, and slow metabolism. Your body always needs these main things: protein, carbs, healthy fats, and water. Oh, and I forgot my water, my big bottle of water. And it's always my main character when I come on live, so I might as well grab it. All right, let me grab my bottle. Because as soon as it said water, I'm like, yeah, let me grab it. Let me grab it. Woo, it's like amazing here. Okay. So this is my second in command, my actor. Always got to drink your water, okay? Drinking my water. Let me turn this down a little bit. Yes, better. Drinking my water. I started off with a half a gallon of water, like I always tell my wellness warriors. I started off with a half a gallon of water and worked my way up. People ask me all the time, whether I take this to church with me, I take this to the gym with me, I take this, well, I don't take it in the grocery store, but this is always with me in the car, or if I'm going out with friends, like going to my friend's house or something, I don't need a bottle of water, I'll just bring this with me. One, I will always have something to drink. Two, if I ever feel hungry, knowing I, don't need anything right now, I drink this and that little hungry feeling goes away. And also, it just makes you feel full, even when you know you didn't just drink something or eat something. But what your body needs, protein stabilizes the blood sugar, and stabilizes blood sugar and energy. So when we are at the gym, especially for us that go to the gym or work out consistently, we need that protein to keep us going. So early in the morning, because I think I'm going to start this either before or after my workout. Let me know which one do you do? I'm going to do my protein in the morning before the gym, or I eat my protein right after the gym. And that's only maybe 2 boiled eggs and maybe a kale salad, or 2 boiled eggs and like tuna, 2 boiled eggs and sardines. That's actually starting to love sardines and stuff like that. And, just protein packed to help with the energy. That's really helpful, especially if you do like maybe an hour or hour and a half before the gym. Life changing. I think I'm gonna start doing that, eating before the gym, but I don't know. Let me know if that's something you do. Oh, thanks. I hope you have a blessed day too. Appreciate you. Carbs fuel your brain and for workouts. Carbs are actually good for you. It's always, everything's in moderation. So when you are taking in carbs, you do have to burn that energy off. So if that's taking a walk after you eat, if that's going to the gym my personal recommendation is to go to the gym, or making sure you're working out at least with weights and stuff, minimum 3 days a week. Now, I worked my way up to 5. That is not a beginner thing that I suggest, but to work up to 4 to 5 days a week, because you're going to go to the gym 2 to 3 days a week and you're going to be like, I kind of like this. Wow. I hope that, let me see, what would I say? So, wow, I'm starting to see it, because when I was going to the gym 2-3 times, when I was going twice a week, I was like, yeah, I see the growth and everything, but I didn't see it as fast as when I go 4 or 5 times a week. When you add your eating habits, along with working out, game changing. You're going to go to like consistently 4 to 6 weeks, and then you're going to see changes like, okay, my butt looks a little nicer, a little rounder. My hip dips are going away a little bit. Or, wow, my waist is starting to look curved without even having a waist trainer on. Or, wow, my bra bulge is what we call it, or back fat is a little less than it used to be, right? That's because we are really adding our nutrition and our fitness into the fold. Once we add these two together, and it's extremely hard, yes. Why is it hard? Because the results are amazing. Anything that's going to make you look absolutely amazing and stuff is not going to be a quick fix. It's not going to be I'm going to do this for a week. I'm going to do this for a month. I'm going to do this for a month and a half, and that'll be it. No, this is going to have to be a consistent routine we have to develop. Eating habits and strength training. And yes, ladies, I am talking strength training. I'm talking about picking up some dumbbells, okay? Picking up some bars and stuff like that. Now, no, I don't want us to be no bodybuilders or anything, but you will not look like a man. That's all I always say. You will not look like a man picking up some weights. I promise you. It actually is what helps you get those curves you want and losing the fat that you want. Because a lot of us, we lose weight and then people say, oh, you're getting too skinny. And, oh, I don't want to lose my curves. I don't want to lose my booty. I don't want to lose, all this that makes us curvy and cute and thick thighs, save lives and stuff like that. Little do we know that the key to keeping our shapes and having a small waist and just nice everywhere is definitely picking up some weights. Weight wise, I always suggest to work your way up, because I think you should start, well, depending on your comfortability level. Start with 10, go to 15, go to 20, doing up, backs, I get up and do it, but, anyways, there's a lot of cool routines you could do. Simple 3-4 routines you could do at home or at the gym with just 2 dumbbells. It's Black Friday season. Instead of asking for the typical clothes, shoes that we ain't gonna wear like that, gift cards, something like that. If you can ask for a gift card, ask for a gift card where you can, add stuff to, okay, give me an Amazon gift card so I can start getting my vitamins, so I can start getting my dumbbells for the home. Because a lot of us use the winter. Yes, a lot of us use the winters as an excuse to not go out and work out. I have been one of them, okay? Take this time to learn ways to do workouts at home. And if you don't like working out at home like me, when you get this membership for January, because everybody wants to start their membership in January, or if you are wasting money every month paying for these memberships and not going, listen, we got to use these memberships up, okay? They're taking too much of our money. There's no way. There's over 10,000 members at Planet Fitness and Gold's Gym and everywhere else, and there's never over 100 people at the gym at once. They are relying on us for just not go. You're like, people pay for something they want to do, but are they going to come in? No. So what? They're going to keep getting our 10, 15, 20, $30 a month, every month, getting their money, these gyms and these clubs and stuff, knowing that we're not going to go. And I'm encouraging us to get our money's worth. Okay. Let's make sure that for 2026, we're really going to say, you know what? I'm not going to be one of those people that's going to be in here for two months and leave and not come back. I want us as Shay's Wellness Club accountability members to really stay and stick to it, because the longer you stay in your fitness, the better your bag can be, the better you look. The better you look, the more money you can make. The more money you can make, the more people you can help, whether that's your family, whether that's your neighbors, whether that's your neighborhood, your organization, your community, your church. When it boils down to it, wellness, eating right, and weight training helps with anxiety, depression, helps your memory, helps your focus, helps you brainstorm. How you gonna make $1 million if you don't even have time to work out, to think of ideas on how you can make $1 million? You know what I mean? Now let me know if I'm talking too fast. But yes, those are some great ways. Carbs fuel your brain and workouts. Healthy fats are good hormones and helps you get full. Healthy fats. What are healthy fats, Shay? Healthy fats would be avocados. My mind is coming to blank. But how about this? Alexa, tell me 3 healthy fats.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Girl, that's why I like ChatGPT way better. Anyways, so and water. You always have, a lot of us are very dehydrated. So we have to make sure that we stay hydrated for our body. Why? because the biggest organ in our body is something that is detrimental to being hydrated. Our skin. Our skin is the largest organ in our body. Okay. Skin is what makes us stay looking young, stay looking healthy. It also lets us know if there's issues in our body. Our skin lets us know if we're eating the wrong foods. We break out. Skin tells us a lot, right? And we have to make sure we are hydrating it so we can look the best we can as much as possible, as long as possible. Okay. I know a lot of people be like, I don't want to get old. Hey, we are all going to get old. Okay. What's going to be really important is, do we look old? Do we look sick? Do we look older than we are? And that's why us being important, us taking our skin, our hydration as a priority is so important, so we can look our best for as long as we can. Okay. If you would like your half gallon or full gallon, please let me know. I would love to send you a link. But yes, stay hydrated, my friends. Okay, another question was, wow, let me make sure I don't spend 30 minutes on one question. First of all, another question was, how do I control my snacking at night? Night snacking usually isn't about hunger, but it's about other things. So a lot of us snack for different reasons. A lot of if you caught in our previous lives, we do talk about stress eating and things of that nature. So stress, habit, it's comfort, not eating enough earlier during the day. So we're like, okay, let me get some of my food in now. One, you should wait at least an hour before you actually lay down. Two, I try my hardest to cut off my eating by 8 p.m., no later than 8 p.m. It should be 7 and 6, but let's be honest here, okay? If I do eat past 8, I try to let that be something leafy and green, something no carbs, and also it's fruit or vegetable or something. Now, if you're someone where if you eat fruit and you get a lot of energy, I do suggest to not eat fruit before bed. But if you're going to snack before bed, at least snack mindfully. And that's what eating 5 times a day really does help with. Snacking mindfully. I remember when I was eating 5 times a day, I was eating 5 times a day and snacking mindfully. I was eating like kale, like chips. I was eating carrots like just like I'm Bugs Bunny or something. Like I was eating I was eating cucumbers, stuff like that. Oh, especially when you're eating hydrational foods and stuff, wonders on your skin, your body, and everything else. Here's the truth. When you undereat all day, your brain will always want to make up for that night. Make up for it that night. So if you know you are going to fast, and I mean like a really fast, if you just wait all day to eat, you might overcompensate and overeat that one meal. You know what I mean? Overstuff ourselves, Eat a real breakfast. TikTok. Anyway, so what helps with snacking is when we fix the root of the issue, or fix the root. So we eat Eat a real breakfast with protein. When we add protein, we don't feel as hungry all day because that kind of is very filling, especially when we add vegetables to it. Try not to skip meals. Skipping meals to some of us isn't working. So if we just replace meals with more nutrition, more fruits, with more vegetables, that can help a great deal as well. Drinking enough water. So you guys know my go-to tip is always what? My go-to tip is always, always, always drink water before every meal. I need someone to put that comment in the put that in the comments for me. Drinking water before every meal. It is such a game changer. When you drink your water, how do you think I get through this all through the day? I drink a little bit, eat my food, whether that's boiled eggs, whether that's a salad, whether that's a sandwich, whether that's anything. Eat my food, cool. Drink a little bit after. Not during, but after. So just making sure you get enough water. So what has helped me sometimes with late night snacking is having a late night or a nighttime routine. So, or a night routine treat. So that could be a herbal tea, fruit and yogurt, or a light protein packed snack. You're not eliminating the behavior, but you're making it healthier for you. When you replace a behavior with something better, just like I talked about before, habit stacking, it really does help impact your routine and makes it better. So instead of before bed eating ice cream, or before bed eating a PB&J sandwich, or before bed eating a big bowl of cereal, or just you know how some of us get when it's late night, we want some crazy sweet or just whatever. Try a Greek yogurt, or try let me see, a good healthy snack. So like for my wellness warriors watching our wellness thing, a late night snack that I like is like either apples and peanut butter. I like that. I like a kale and carrot salad type of thing. With some, was it rice vinegar? I like that. Some grapes and raisins. I like some almonds and dark chocolate only. Never milk chocolate. And then you just never know. It's just a really good to have if you're going to eat healthy. I mean, if you're going to eat at night, eat healthy. If you're going to eat in the morning, start off healthy. So then by the time you go to bed, you don't feel as like, oh my God, I got to work this off in the morning and stuff like that. And it's less of just less of a hassle, and you won't have to think so much of dang, I just messed up a whole week's worth of stuff eating this mac and cheese and what should I another question someone asked, what should I eat if I'm too busy to cook? Now this is a great question. What should I eat if I'm too busy to cook? Now, this one's going to be for all my moms, hardworking entrepreneurs, my dads out there. That's really hard sometimes to meal prep. And well, when we meal prep, it could take a couple hours, especially if you don't have a plan on what you're cooking. That's why I have a free ebook for you guys that's watching. Just send me the word recipes and I'll send you that free recipes to your email or whichever. But for breakfast, a quick, easy meal, instead of going I just went to Walmart just a few hours ago. And my brother was picking up items for lunch for work and stuff. He grabbed a salad. It was like $6-7 for a nice salad. And then I was looking at like the parfaits and the yogurts and stuff. That was $3, $4, $5. let's go to Aldi. Let's get a nice size of Greek yogurt, a nice couple sizes of your favorite 3 fruits. Pick 3 fruits, ones that you're used to and one you want to get to try anyway. And then you're going to make your own parfaits. You're going to make your own Greek yogurt and fruit and granola, because getting that things once off, by the end of the week, you spending $20, $30 when you could have been saving it, and you could have had that for the entire week instead of one day. So that definitely adds up when you opposed to just making your breakfasts, your lunches, and your dinners at home. So yes, Greek yogurt, fruit, and granola. I stopped eating granola so much, but it is really good if you're trying to wean yourself off of like cereal, stuff like that. Egg wraps with spinach. I'm starting to get into egg wraps, right? And they're pretty cool. They're pretty good. So you can get egg wraps at Aldi and stuff like this. And this video is not sponsored, I wish. But egg, like a wrap, or boiled eggs with some spinach, boiled eggs with some fruit in the morning, great for breakfast. A protein smoothie. If you really want to go high speed, go to Aldi, get you some frozen fruit, make you a big bag. It's like $8, $9. Get you a frozen and make you a fruit smoothie right before you leave out the house. 1, it makes you full. 2, you feel good after you eat it, and then 30 minutes go by, you have this energy from the fruit you just took. Especially if you add some veggies in it and some spinach too, it just can't go wrong. So say for lunch, if you want to do a rotisserie chicken, you could do shredded rotisserie chicken with a bag salad. Bam, you got a chicken salad. Or leftovers from meal prep. You can also do a turkey wrap and fruit, like something real quick you can make within 10 minutes. Dinner wise, that's a good question. This is a good question. What should I eat if I'm too busy to cook? So these are what should I eat if I'm too busy to cook? That is what the breakfast, lunch, and the dinner I suggest. Get you a good salmon. Get a big salmon from Aldi. Cook it, and then you get some frozen vegetables and grab some frozen vegetables. Frozen vegetables are fresh. Fresh is always better, but frozen does the same thing. Okay. When I started my weight loss journey, all I did was frozen vegetables and salmon, and it was cool. So leftovers for meal prep. Let me see. Oh yes, something that I was slept on when I was meal prepping. Turkey, what was it called? Ground turkey bowls. Ground turkey bowls are so good. You can ground up a nice portion of ground turkey. You can last for a few days. Ground it up, get you a bowl or a container for work, and then just add, if you want, a salad on the bottom, you could add it to the top as your meat. You can do kind of like a fajita bowl too. Instead of ground beef, you could do ground turkey. It's a leaner meat. And also you could just put everything with, you can make meatballs with ground turkey. You can make all kinds of things with ground turkey. A stir fry pre-cut veggies is really good. So if you want to do these are quick things you could do at home to make quick meals for busy moms and busy dads and busy people in general. I just get a lot of clients that are moms and dads. And if all fails, eat a protein, a produce, and a carb. Bam. You need some quick. Let me say this on my chest. Okay. So you need something quick and easy to get through the day, give you energy, but also that don't make you feel sluggish and don't make you feel bad for eating too much of it, right? You cannot go wrong with a protein, a produce, and a carb. Bam. So protein, get you some salmon, a nice sized portion of salmon. That's already a great omega-3s, fatty acids, fatty fats, whatever it's called. but also it's good for the skin. It's really great and high in protein. Salmon is probably the best you can get in protein, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe wrong, but if I'm wrong, comment below and let me know. Veggies, you can use a mixed bag of frozen vegetables, pop it in the microwave, bam, you got. I used to actually sometimes, even if I didn't have a protein, I would just put a bag of veggies in the microwave, cook the whole thing, and eat on that for the whole day. Even if you have to do that to get your veggies and vegetables in, do that, okay? But protein, produce, and a simple carb. So a simple carb would be like rice. I don't eat white rice, but I do eat brown rice, long rice, jasmine rice. Quinoa is really good and high in protein as well. And toast. Toast is good. They say Ezekiel bread is really good for a good carb. Ezekiel bread is normally found in the frozen bread section. So where the cold stuff is frozen, you'll find Ezekiel bread there. And comment below if you've ever had Ezekiel bread. I think I'm going to get some this week. But I'm trying to stay away from the bread. Okay, that's my problem. Too many carbs. But also another good carb would be like sweet potatoes. White potatoes are cool too. And let's say another one, tuna, crackers, and fruit. Can't go wrong with that combo as well. And I'm glad it said that, because a simple carb like crackers, veggie crackers, stuff like that, to just give it a little flavor. Yes. And I think they have like, well, I know Ritz got a lot of extra stuff in it, but Ritz, I think have like veggie crackers too that are really good. So that's a great question. Thanks for bringing that in. Okay, this was another good question. Someone asked, why do I gain weight and then gain it right back? This one really hit me, because me, over these years of losing 60 pounds naturally, my weight always goes up, down, up, down. It's like when I have something to lose weight for, it stay down, or I just stick to it. Like I just recently got married, so when I got engaged, I was really on my health kick. 2-year engagement, but I was like, I ain't playing. I'm making sure that when I wear my dress, I'm not in double digits and stuff like that. My personal goal. So, but then after that, I'm starting to gain my little weight back. So I am working on losing about 25, no more than 30 pounds. Okay. And it's more losing fat than muscle. I want to gain more muscle and lose fat. Because you can actually gain weight different ways. Because me gaining 20 pounds before is different than me gaining 20 pounds now. I think I've been too much protein and not enough working out that protein. I don't know. Long story short. But the question was, how do I lose weight? Why do I lose weight and gain it all back? Or gain it right back? And most women have this problem because the approach wasn't sustainable. When your approach isn't sustainable, meaning you don't do this consistently, not just for, the beach party, not just for the wedding, not just for the birthday, but you have to do this consistently for every month, every week, every year. Okay, if you go consistently for a year and then stop for 3-4 months, you're going to gain a lot. You may gain a lot of weight back, especially if we don't maintain our eating habits. The eating habits are going to be more important than the workouts. Why? Because it always starts in the kitchen. That's my number one motto, saying, whatever. The weight loss starts always in the kitchen. Okay. And if you're someone that's looking to learn meal prep, learn how to cook more meals at home, I do have an available course that's coming up where I'm teaching people how to meal prep. So if you want to inbox me for details, please let me know. I would love to teach you. Or if I get some comments on YouTube or comments below here, I may do that. My first one, it just depends. Okay. Most women, because the approach wasn't sustainable, you cut too many calories, which isn't sustainable. If you're trying to only eat 700 calories a day, that's not enough for your daily routine. Well, especially depending on your weight. So for say if I'm going towards my calorie deficit number, my calorie deficit is I think mine is 1,600 calories a day. So 700 calories is not going to do me any because it's not enough calories for me to sustain. Doing extreme diets. When you do extreme diets, it can't sustain your weight loss because as soon as you get off that pill, that shot, that certain routine, that keto and stuff like that, if that's all you do and then completely stop and don't maintain a lot of those habits, that's why a lot of us gain that weight right back. I'll tell you about my own story. When I don't maintain my eating habits, meaning if I'm not mindful when I go fast food places, if I keep eating bread and burgers and chicken sandwiches and stuff like that when I go out and not being mindful of alternatives, I'm going to gain that weight right back. If I keep going to emos multiple times a month, knowing that that's what made me fat or one of the ways, or Subway, Chipotle, all of them, that's going to put me back to where I was. Especially, we can definitely eat out, ladies. I'm not saying anyone shouldn't be eating out. Okay. Enjoy yourself. But it also is when the way you do it definitely matters. When you have no routine. So if you don't have a routine, you're not going to sustain weight loss. Why? Because your body loves boring. Your body loves a routine. If you wake up every morning at 6 a.m., go to the gym for hour and a half, you don't need that long. If you go to the gym for an hour, come back, eat your protein, your protein, your healthy carb, and your veggies, you can't go wrong with that routine. You could switch it up, or you could keep your eating habits the same for the first 6 weeks and switch it up, the first 4 weeks and switch it up, because your body loves routine. You don't learn about portion balance. Portion balance is very important. What I tell my wellness warriors early on my wellness journey of 60-pound weight loss, going to the dietitian and them telling me that portion sizing is the most important thing to start with. So maintaining that. So when you eat your rice, you don't need a big portion of rice. And that'd be my problem sometimes. I'm like, girl, Sade, you don't need that much rice on your plate, especially if you're getting seconds. So 1, don't get seconds, but 2, portion sizing is going to be very important to your weight loss, your fat loss. Okay. I know everybody don't want to lose weight, but I know a lot of us want to lose some fat. Okay. We want to see our faces a little more, less round, more oval. Our stomachs less big, our thighs less big, and our thighs rubbing together. My thighs used to be so black. Well, not black. My thighs used to be so dark from rubbing together so much when I was bigger. And the fact that, one, I use witch hazel now, which helps a lot with that discoloration, but also just that they don't rub together as bad anymore. Thank you, God. But yes, leaning on portion balance is so important in your weight loss journey. And give this video a like, a share, and a thank you in the comments for these gems, because these really did help me, and I pray that they do help you. If I get someone to say, wow, listening to Sade for a month straight helped me lose 30 pounds this year, I'm gonna tell everybody about her. That's my goal. You don't have to give me money right now yet, but just spread the word that you really can lose weight without surgery, without crash diets, without a crazy back hurting waist trainer, without these crazy shots and stuff. You can really lose a good 30 to 40 pounds naturally, easy. I just need 6 weeks from you. Inbox me tonight or inbox me when you see this replay. And if you need weight loss or wellness strategy, inbox me. I'm doing a free strategy session for the first few people. And we're going to get a plan together for 2026. Okay, well, we're going to keep, why do I lose weight, then gain it right back is our question. So not relying on motivation. Like every guru says, motivation is fleeting. Motivation is going to come and go in this journey. You're going to feel like it. You're going to not feel like it. Am I right, ladies? Comment if you understand what I mean. Sometimes you're not going to feel like getting up in the morning. Sometimes you're not going to feel like waking up an extra hour just to get to the gym. Sometimes you're not going to wait. You're not going to want to have to stop at the gym before picking up your kids, or picking up your kids first and then coming to the gym. You're not going to feel like it all the time. And I'm not going to lie to you and say you are. But it's that push when after you get through it, after that, oh, I didn't feel like going. But now that I did, I thank God that I did. And I feel like that almost every time I go. Do I feel like going tomorrow morning? No. But I haven't been the past week. So I'm going to make sure I get up. And since I'm saying it on live, I have to get up. And I'm going to make sure I get up for the gym. Why? Because it sets your day up for success. People ain't going to bother you as much. You ain't going to need no weed for real. You ain't gonna need no shot after listening to your boss whine. Your mind's gonna be clear and ready to make money, okay? Okay. So making sure that you're not relying on just motivation and inspiration, but just having in your mind, I got a goal I gotta reach. Okay. I want someone to reach their goals by just listening to these lives every week. And comment below what's your goal. Either you want to work out more, cook more, or both. Add a little extra time to your gym session. Add a little time to learn how to cook more healthier meals. And I help people with that as well. And being accountable to someone or a system. Hi, that's what I'm here for. Shay, your accountability bestie here. Just wanting to see everybody win in this wellness thing. I know all too well, having a wellness journey, having a plan for 2026 is going to be so important to have, because having someone accountable is going to make you want to step it up. Like me going live and talking to you guys every Sunday at 6:15, between 6:15 and 7:30, I get so excited to start my week. Like, okay, what goal I'm about to do? I'm about to go to the gym 5 times this week. I'm about to do 2 classes this week. I'm about to not only do my hot Pilates and my HIIT class, but I'm also gonna make sure I go live more too, just to encourage you guys to get out there and do more. I'm going to encourage my ladies to let's cook something. I'm not talking about frying this, frying that. I'm talking about baking. I'm talking about baking some meat, baking some salmon and stuff like that. Instead of the white rice, let me try brown rice. Let me try quinoa. Okay. I want to help hold you guys accountable. If you're someone that's watching this in the replay and want to send me your plates for this week, I would love to see that. That just makes me so happy. Like, I don't care if you're a beginner or a seasoned cook. I would love to see your meals for the week, because that kind of reminds me okay, let me make sure I cook this week, because that's something that I wasn't used to doing. I used to cook once a week for meal prepping and stuff. But now that I have a husband and everything, I need to cook more than once a week. So I'm trying to hold myself accountable and cook more times a week. I don't know how our grandmothers used to do it. with kids running around. I don't know how y'all do it. And that's why I want to help my ladies, especially my moms out there. That's like, how do I balance all this stuff? And it's not worth it. And I don't want a lot of people be like to me, well, Sade, I don't have time to cook, like, or time to work out. You can definitely make time. Even if it's 30-minute window where it's like no one bothers mommy, it's me time. This is my yoga time. This is my Pilates time. This is my calisthenics time. This is my Zumba time, dancing, whatever you want to do to keep moving. It's going to motivate you for the next day. Sometimes that calms us all the way down. Working out, doing some push-ups real quick, if you can. Your metabolisms. Oh, yes. And then we also got to make sure okay. What keeps the weight off? Eating enough and not starving ourselves definitely helps us keep the weight off. So eating enough, lifting weights to build lean muscle. Ladies, when I tell you, when we start lifting weights and our back's starting to get sexy, when our arms starting to look good, where it makes you want to look, sit up straight and see that, like men, well, we ain't doing this for men, but we look so good when we lift some weights. It makes our arms look definitioned, our backs look good. We get that curve that we love to see without a waist trainer. When I start seeing my body curve without a waist trainer, because I used to wear a waist trainer without working out, and that don't work out. That do not work. A waist trainer does not work if you don't work out. One. But it definitely, when you start seeing your curves before or instead of an actual waist trainer on, you can be like, okay, I guess this works, eating and stuff. Because when you eat your protein and your vegetables together, along with a healthy carb and healthy fats, and then you're going to lift some weights, and you don't have to go too crazy. That's going to make you burn fat and maintain that muscle, because a lot of us have muscles under our arm flab and stuff like that. It's just fat is on top of it. So if we burn our fat, lift those weights to definition our muscles and make them bigger, we're gonna look good. We're gonna look good for summer 2026, and that's what my goal is for our ladies: is to look good for not just other people but for us. Because I know when we walk down the street, we don't need people for validation or anything, but I don't know about you, but I love a good compliment. Oh, that dress looks good on you. Wow, you look like you go to the gym. Stuff like that. It's just, a good vibe. Okay. And also, it's always good to just compliment people as well, just automatically, because you get that back. Having a consistent meal structure. So when you have a consistent meal structure, you know what you're going to eat for the next day. It really helps with ridding yourself of anxiety. A lot of us eat, like, think about it, like, oh, it's about to be lunchtime. Ooh, what do I want to eat? I might have some McDonald's, or maybe some Chipotle. That'd be better. Nope. If you already know what you're going to eat from what you just cooked at home, you ain't got to worry about that. When I used to work at a warehouse, I used to love that part of meal prep. That was my absolutely favorite part of meal prepping. I didn't have to worry about spending extra money on fast food with the crew or whatever. I didn't have to put in on any food. I didn't have to waste my lunchtime trying to go to the vending machine or go out to lunch to find somewhere. I had my stuff in my fridge, ready to go. Breakfast, no. I think when I used to go to warehouse, I used to have my lunch and breakfast with me, along with a big bowl of fruit. I would be cool for the rest of the day. And I definitely encourage that for other people, because it's also a conversation starter. Because, people are nosy. Oh, you're on a diet. You're on a diet. No, I just eat like this. And it kind of just makes you feel better. You're just like, I'm not really on a diet. I really do eat like this. I really do eat fruit every day and mind my business and eat my pineapples and be a good person to others. You eat fruit and stuff, and then you're just always nice to people because fruit makes you happy, literally. This food is really our medicine, okay? The kitchen is literally our hospital if we have the right things in it. And that's what I want to always project and help other people with realizing. Oh, yes, not relying on motivation, being accountable to someone else's system. Okay, I think I'm going to answer one more question. These last longer than I thought. How do I balance work, kids, life, and still take care of me? Should I? Okay. Um. Okay. Okay. As someone that doesn't have kids yet, but I do get this question often as well. How do I balance work, kids, life, and still take care of me? Now, if I will, this is only a suggestion, and I would hope that this works because a lot of people said this works for them. I asked a lot of moms, like, how do you do it? How are you a fitness, this and that, and you're a mom and you're a wife? How do you do it? Because, anyways, having a strict morning routine, I've been told is very ideal for my ladies. Having a strict morning routine. Now, when I say strict, I don't mean horrible. You don't, feel like you wake up and be like, oh, I got to do this. No, but a good morning routine will really set your tone. Even if it's 10, 15 minutes, okay? 10, 15 minutes, prayer, journaling, stretching, things of that nature, meal prep, 1 or 2 hours a week. Just think about that. What if I told you you can cook for an entire week and it only take 2 hours? Would you give up 2 hours a week to save you hours, like 5, 6 hours a day, worried about what you're eating? Okay. I think that'd be really good. I think you could take 2 hours out of a week and just set aside some time. Like, okay, this week we all have them recipes saved on our lists and stuff on every platform, right? Shoot, let me try 2 of these recipes for this week. Let me meal prep 2 hours. Bam. Clean your meat. Got your sides. I like to do 2 meats, 3 sides, or 2 meats, 2 sides. Cook those. Bam. You got a meal prep for a week, and then 2 hours go by. You get you a good playlist. Time go by fast. Moving your body daily, even if it's small, is so important. So even if you take a walk after a meal, it could be just 10 minutes there and back. Bam, 20 minutes out the way. Especially after you eat. If you take a nice walk after you eat, basically burning off what you just ate, and plus you're helping the food move through your body more naturally when you do that. Moving your body daily. So making sure you get at least 5,000 steps a day. That's something I need to do better with. But thankfully, I have at home. Well, going up and down stairs helps, but also having a portable. What is it called? A portable. Not stepper, a portable stepper, or a portable you know what I'm trying to say. Having a portable walker as well is important. Treadmill. Okay, because that's going to drive me crazy. So having a portable treadmill is so important as well. Okay. Ticky-tack, y'all got about less than 5 minutes because I need someone to comment on my live so I can stay live with you guys. So yeah, moving your body even when it's small. How do I balance work, life, kids, and still take care of me? So that's what our list is about right now on this one. Using a grocery list to save time. Now, I'm going to do you one better. Using a grocery list to save you time so you're not just wandering around, going aisle to aisle. 1, you spend more money that way. And 2, it takes up more time. So a good way to save time going to the grocery store, always making sure you have a grocery list. ChatGPT can help you with a grocery list of healthy meals. I have a grocery list as well if someone wants a good one to start off with, and also having a calculator. Like like the other day, a friend of mine I was just at the store with them, and they was taking forever just going through the store. They didn't have they had a list. They had a list, and they was just picking stuff, and then after the end, he took all his stuff, put it on the he had the stuff all in the cart, and then was trying to calculate in his head how much everything was, so he can, when you go to the register, you won't be surprised. Me, I'm not a human calculator. I'm not. So what I do is I take a calculator with me to the store. So every time I go to the food part, I put it in my calculator on my phone proudly. And then I make sure I round myself up. Maybe sometimes I round my food up to $1 or 50 cents, just so it's extra. And I'm not surprised at the cashier. I used to be bad at like, oh, you could take that back. I'm not gonna get this, stuff like that. And I could see the irritation on like the people's face, because I know that they have to put it back, even though that's what they're getting paid for. But still, I learned to just calculate my stuff at the store. So by the time I'm done, I'm like, okay, equal. Okay, so I go to every time I go to the register, it's less than what I expect. Every time, especially when I do it like that. Now, I had a bad habit at first with calculating most of it. It's under my budget, and then I add like 3-4 things, and it messes me up. So if you add extra stuff to your cart, add that to your calculator, okay? But yes, balancing that, definitely bring a grocery list to save time and money, and bring a calculator to save money. And also just knowing where you want to shop. That helps too. Some people don't shop. Well, see, a lot of people like Walmart. I mean, I'm not bashing Walmart or anything. But I don't know, I'm just more of an Aldi person. I feel like Aldi has better deals on stuff. So I always go to Aldi, and I feel like their food is fresher. The only thing I like to go to Schnucks or Deer Burgers or something like that for, or Walmart, is for like greens. Even get my, unless I'm getting purple cabbage, but I like to get my cabbage from Aldi. Anyways, another way you can balance work, kids, and still putting you first. Wait, work, okay. The question is, how do I balance work, life, kids, husband, and still put me first? As though I don't have kids yet, I definitely do suggest to prioritize you like an appointment. Whether that's early in the morning, the first hour of the day, or thank you for joining. Thank you. Sorry, y'all. My eyes just burning. But yes, learning to prioritize you is going to be so important in this journey. Why? Because if you don't have yourself together, if you don't have yourself and you put yourself first, you're going to really, when you put yourself on the back burner, a lot of things suffer. That's why, starting in the morning, journaling, praying, listening to your scripture, meditating, stretching, even if it takes an hour to do all those things, and put in a workout in there if you can, definitely is going to be a game changer. Because when you put you first, you're like, okay, what's next? I could do whatever, what y'all need. You know what I mean? So I hope this helps. Women burn out because they put themselves last. And that's what a lot of us fail to realize. A lot of women burn each other out, burn ourselves out. Ugh. don't know why my eye's burning. Okay. A lot of women burn themselves out because they don't prioritize themselves sometimes. And I'm not saying make yourself go shopping and stuff. I'm talking about prioritizing your health, wellness, and well-being, your mental state. Okay. You got to make sure you're okay first, and then make sure that you can take care of your family. So that's why, ooh. So that's why I say to prioritize yourself. Oh my gosh. That's why I say to prioritize yourself like an appointment, because you got to make an appointment for yourself. You know what I mean? All right. And that is, okay, I want to thank everybody for joining today's live of Shay's Wellness Club Accountability Q&A. I'm here to help my ladies, my men, my entrepreneurs lose weight naturally. Oh my gosh. I'm helping my people lose weight naturally, one live at a time. Excuse the eye, because I don't know, I guess I'm getting dry eye or something got in my eye. So I guess that's a sign to end this live. But I just appreciate you guys for coming. I'll see you guys next Sunday between 6:15 and 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we go over more strategies on weight loss, wellness, and everything in between, and continue on sharing this live, sending this to a friend. Oh my gosh. And be kind. Keep, oh my gosh. This is not even letting me do my outro. So be kind, be nice to others, put God first, and remember, if you're feeling bad, it's only temporary, okay? Tomorrow or today will be better than yesterday. Always say that. Love you guys. Bye. See ya.